Hey guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Fitness for musicians. If you're drinking your juice, if you're not drinking your juice, I'm looking at you. If you're not drinking your juice, guys, you're scratching the surface of your vocal prowess. Veggie. So anyway, Michael Jackson. Now let me get this straight. This is all of these things that I do are not hit pieces. Some of them are very, very complimentary. And it's not a hit piece. I don't begrudge anybody anything. I am just analyzing the physical culture of their vocal persona, for lack of a better term. Okay? Now, Michael Jackson, quite frankly, I think he was an absolutely riveting performer. His music is not my cup of tea. I'm a Beethoven, Mahler, Strauss, Wagner type of guy. Beat It is not my cup of tea, but you can't listen to that and just stop and listen to the excitement and everything that comes out of the recording stuff, recording equipment. It's amazing. Never saw him in person. The first time I really looked at him was the Motown. The Motown performance. We sang Billie Jean, and it was riveting. Riveting. As I said, I'm not. That's not my type of thing. But you couldn't take your eyes off the guy. As a performer, it was wonderful. As a singer, he's a mess. As a singer, he was a total mess. Now, I am not saying he was not without vocal talent. I'm sure at one point he was. But if you listen to his early stuff, okay, with the Jackson 5, and I'm leaving Ben down below, okay? Every note he sang is strained. I mean, he's up into the high register, trying to imitate Jackie Wilson or something, whatever he's trying to do. But it is strain city. Now, this is a recording that's all doctored up with technology in the studio and all this sort of stuff. Bad. I'm sure he felt like, live, it must have felt like somebody was strangling him. Now, on top of that, you've got the Jackson 5, or some of the leading acts in the world. They're doing 200 dates a year, minimum. On a voice, an 8, 9, 10-year-old voice singing all this high stuff. Guys, he had no chance. He had no chance. Now, it worked over the. He had a very successful career. Wasn't a very happy young man, middle-aged man, but I guess it was successful in that regard. But his voice was ruined. Now, maybe if he just took some time off, if there wasn't irreparable damage to the vocal cords, if there wasn't, he took some time off, let his voice mature, and then come back with some voice lessons and done it right, he might have had a chance. But that's not what happened. He just kept on going. His voice changed, and he was still trying to keep it up into the stratosphere. And if you listen to him talk, and then he sings, I mean, it's just, he can change it. Hi, what's so happened? And the next minute he's talking like this. It just comes and goes. He's manipulating, which is fine. I don't care. I really and truly don't care. I'm just discussing his vocal technique. Now, when he started with the plastic surgery, we all know what happened. I mean, the poor man was a freaking mess. An absolute mess. Now, the great Barbra Streisand never had any work on her nose. Never. Why? Because that is so much part of the whole mask and the resonance center and everything. You can't be manipulating. Those are sinuses there and everything that all resonate with the voice. The voice. Sound comes out your nose, along with your mouth. Sound comes out your nose. Ben, the two of us, Ben. I mean, guys, you can't be messing with your nose. If you don't like it, well, then you should find another, if you want to get that work done, find another career. Because it was a mess. He couldn't sing. Okay? Now, his live concerts later on, if you are dancing that much, you're not singing live. You'd be gasping for breath. You'd be hiccuping all over the place. Guys, I want you to do me a favor. Before you go listen to Ben, I want you to just take 30 seconds. Sing happy birthday to you while you are skipping around the room. But you're out of breath after 30 seconds. You can't do that. And all the intricate dancing that he was doing, guys, he was not singing live. That Super Bowl performance was all piped in. So in that regard, he didn't have to sing. He went note by note by note with some of the greatest sound technicians in ever that made these great recordings. He couldn't duplicate those recordings live. Not a chance he could duplicate those recordings live. Now, so they pipe in the music, and he dances. Now, the result is a riveting performance. Maybe one of the greatest entertainers that ever lived. Some say Sinatra. I mean, there's lots of ways I'm not getting into that. But guys, the poor guy never had a chance. Between the damage he did when he was a kid, to the point where he did not take care, he was a hopeless, hopeless drug addict. I mean, okay, so what would I have done? I would have had him, if he didn't need surgery, just take time off. 6 months a year, I would have him doing kettlebells, just like you saw me, okay, 20 minutes a day, and I would have him on a strict veggies, fruit, and the juices and sugar. That's it. That's all he would eat. His chops come back. Guys, we are the instrument. Whether you're a trumpet player, whether you're a singer, you as vocalists, you are the instrument. And if you're going to dissipate like Sinatra did with the cigarettes and the booze, like Sammy Davis Jr. did with the cigarettes and booze, Sammy Davis Jr. is more talented than anybody. Okay? Or you could go home at night and take care of business like Streisand and take care of your instrument. Exercise the stronger, more flexible, with more endurance, strength, flexibility, and endurance that you can give your instrument, which is you, will result in unlimited tone, power, range, and endurance for everybody. You can have literally an infinitely better voice than Michael Jackson. Tone, he had none. Power, he had none. Range, he tried to range, his falsetto and all that sort of stuff. And endurance, he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that for half an hour straight. Now forget the dancing. If he just came out in a tuxedo and started singing his songs live, everybody throw tomatoes and you'd leave. It's a fact. And I'm not hitting on him. One of the greatest entertainers that ever lived. Couldn't sing. Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. And the world is yours, Chico, and everything in it. Get the books, $10 a piece, the KBs for singers, unlimited tone, power, range, and endurance, and the greatest diet ever advised for health and certainly for singers. Both at $10. You buy them today, you get both for $50. All right? If you're interested, email me at the end. They're ebooks. Email me at the end. The email at the end of this video, and I'll attach them to the email, and you'll have them today. All right? All right. We'll talk again. Love you all.